Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain one more concept that is called as what exception handling. Okay. So to understand that exception handling, first we have to understand what is the definition of the exception. Okay. For that, I'm going to start with a simple program, simple Java program. So consider what a simple Java program with the class name exception definition, within which there's a public static void main. I've taken three variables, a, b, and what res. A is having the value 5 and b is having the value 0. And here I'm just calculating a by b, and whatever result I'll get, I'm printing that one. So this end of what you mean, and this end of what your class. Okay, so you have to observe here the value of a is 5 and the value of b is 0. Okay, and any number divided by 0 is what? Infinity. Okay, so but that infinity is undefined within programming languages. If you consider about any programming languages, any object-oriented programming languages, infinity is not defined. That is what undefined. So it can't understand that one. So your interpreter will go to execute your program up to this particular line. Once it comes to this particular line, the normal flow of execution will be disrupted, and that normal flow of execution will call that one as what? Exception. Okay, yeah. So now it will stop here and it will throw out exception, and it will not go to execute to this particular line. So normal flow will be disturbed. Now how to define what exceptions? Exceptions are the events that occur during the execution of the program that disrupt the normal flow of execution. Okay, exceptions are the events that occur during the execution of the program that disrupt the normal flow of execution. Okay, yeah. So just copy this particular program along with this exception. Since a number divided by 0 is a type of arithmetic exception, you get arithmetic exception colon divided by 0. You'll get this particular exception. Okay. So that is not called as what output. Yeah. Now, if I want to make this one program to run without any disruption, so I have to go with one concept called as what? Exception handling. Okay, without a disruption or without disturbance, if a program want to continue its execution even after the execution got generated, we must use what one concept, and that concept is called as what? Exception handling. Okay, we'll consider about one more example and we'll see what is that exception handling. So in order to understand what exception handling, I've taken what one more class with name EH exception handling. So within which there's a public static void main. So I've taken what I've written all the code of which is generating what exception within one block, and that block I'll call as what? Try block. Okay, so there is a one more block which is called as what? Catch block. There I'm just printing some message. Okay, and there is a one more system.out.println program ends. This end of what your mean and this end of what your class. Okay, so now what will happen? So three variables we are using three variables. A is 5 and b is 0, just like what previous program, and r is equal to a by b. Now any number divided by 0 is undefined in programming languages. Therefore your program will go to stop execution here itself. Okay, by throwing what? Exception. But since I have written within a try block, so whatever the exception that is generated here, that it will go to throw, and that will be handled by what? One more block, and that block is called as what? Catch block. Okay, that message will be copied into this particular E. Okay, and that message we are printing here. What is the message? So I think if you see what previous example program, you'll get what? Arithmetic exception divided by 0. Okay, therefore you'll get the output divided by 0 is not possible, that we are printing. So plus whatever the message that is got generated, that we are printing. So what is that message? So arithmetic exception divided by 0. So you have to write this one in a single line. Since I don't have space, I have written in the next line. So this will get in the single line. Next, program ends. So why program ends? Because we have written that one in a system.out.println. Okay, So just to avoid what normal disruption of a program, we'll go to use one concept, and that concept is called as what exception handling. So now we'll see what definition of exception handling. What's the definition of exception handling? Exception handling, the process of avoiding abnormal termination of a program. Okay, process of handling abnormal termination of program, we'll call that one as what? Exception handling. Okay, just copy this particular program along with output and definition. So here you will get what? Output, but in the previous case you will get what? Exception. So why we got output even though there is exception? Because we are done what? Exception handling. So in order to perform exception handling, we will go to use so many keywords, and we will see that keywords. So different keywords which are used for exception handling are, first one is what? Try. Okay, so try is a block which generates a exception. Whatever the code where we are getting what exception, that code we must write in one block. That block is called as what? Try block. Okay, so next one is what? Catch. So this is a block of code which handles what? Exception. Once I got exception from the try block, so then I should write some code within a catch block, and this catch block will go to handle that particular exception. Okay, so block of code which handles what? Exception, that should be written within a catch block. Block of code which generates what? Exception, that should be written within what? Try block. Okay, so next one is what? Finally, block of code which must execute with or without exception. So in the program I should what? Execute some particular lines even with or without exception, and that line should be written within what? Finally block. Here the code which generates what? Exception should be in try block, and whatever the code I have to handle, that should be written with what? Catch block after generating what? Exception. And finally is a block of code which should be executed with or without exception. Okay, and throw and throws, just remember the definition. I'm going to explain in detail in the while explaining the each keyword in detail. Okay, throw, to throw specific exception from the program code, and throws exception that can be thrown by the particular method. If you want to throw exception by the method, you have to go with the keyword throws, and if you want to throw some specific exception from the program code, you have to go with what? Throw. Okay, so first I'll start with what? Try catch block. Already you know what's the use of for try block. So whatever the statements or code that generates what? Exception, that should be within what? One block, and that block is called as what? Try block. And what's the use of what? Catch block. Once I get an exception, that should be handled, and that should be handled within one block. That block will call as what? Catch block. Okay, the statements that are likely to cause an exceptions are enclosed within a try block. And whatever is the use of catch block which is responsible for handling the exception thrown by the try block. Okay, so what's the syntax? Try, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, exceptions are generated here. Okay, and whenever there's a try, there should be what? Catch, and you can't write what? Catch without what? Try. Okay, so next catch, so type of exception, so a space variable name, then opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, within that exceptions are handled here. Okay, yeah, so for the example program, just copy what the previous one, what explained for what definition. So here I'll get what? Exception, that will be handled by what? Catch block. So this one is called as what? Arithmetic exception. If you don't know the name of a exception, just write what? General type of exception, that is exception, space what? Some variable name. Okay, so if you want, you can write your own message, and if you print what T, so you'll get the message generated while throwing the exception. That will be what? Printed. Okay, and program ends. You can copy the output. Okay, so remaining keywords I'll going to explain the next video. Thank you.